Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, O.D.T.X just filed a current report, and I am seeing some interesting developments in their latest financial update that link directly to a significant clinical trial announcement. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. Odyssey Therapeutics just announced positive early results for a new drug, and this filing gives us a peek at their financial health right alongside that news. So, what we have here is Odyssey Therapeutics filing what is called a Form 8K. Think of this as a way for companies to quickly tell the public about big news that is really important for investors to know right away. Usually this means major events that could shake up the stock price. The main reason for this filing today is to announce their financial results for the first 3 months of 2026, which ended on the 31st of March. This is paired with a press release that goes into more detail about their performance, and we are getting a look at that information right now. Now, the really exciting part is that this announcement coincides with Odyssey Therapeutics revealing positive early clinical trial data for a drug candidate called O.D.T.X, which is being tested for ulcerative colitis. This is a major step forward for the company, as successful clinical trials are the lifeblood of any biotech firm. It means they are one step closer to potentially bringing a new treatment to patients and generating revenue. The market certainly reacted positively to this news today based on what I saw in the headlines. Let's quickly touch on how Odyssey Therapeutics is structured for trading. Their common stock is traded on the Nasdaq stock market under the ticker symbol O.D.T.X. This is important because it tells us where you can find information about their stock movements and where it is listed for investors. Odyssey Therapeutics is also designated as an emerging growth company. This means they are a younger company that gets to follow some slightly different reporting rules than very large established companies. This can give them a bit more flexibility in how they manage their financial reporting as they grow. This section basically tells us what extra documents are being included with this filing. The most important one here is Exhibit 99.1, which is that press release we just mentioned that contains the details of their financial results and the clinical trial update. We are referencing that here, and it is often where the real juicy details are found. While this filing itself is a bit of a summary, pointing to the press release for the deep dive, the context provided by the headlines and the nature of this filing is crucial. Odyssey is reporting on its financial condition and operations on the same day it announced promising results for a key drug candidate. This dual announcement is designed to give investors a complete picture. The company is advancing its science and it has the financial footing to continue doing so. The headlines confirm that the company announced its first quarter 2026 results and also reported positive proof of concept data for OD-001 in ulcerative colitis. Investors are looking at a net loss, which is very typical for a company at this stage developing new drugs. But importantly, they also have a substantial cash balance, reports suggest they have over $464 million in pro forma cash, which is estimated to be enough to fund their operations well into the second half of 2028. This cash runway is absolutely critical for a biotech company. It tells us they have the financial buffer to continue their research and development without needing to raise more money immediately, which could be dilutive to existing shareholders. Thinking about this from a Warren Buffett perspective, we're looking at a company investing heavily in its future. The net loss isn't a sign of failure at this stage, it is a sign of investment. They are spending money today to develop technologies that they hope will yield significant profits tomorrow. The key is that they have enough cash to weather the storm of development, which can be a long and unpredictable road. A cash runway into late 2028 is a strong signal that management is planning effectively. Now, what does this mean for Odyssey Therapeutics? On the one hand, they have exciting clinical data that could be a game changer. Positive phase 2 results are a significant de-risking event for a drug candidate. It suggests the drug is showing a biological effect and has the potential to become a commercial product. This is what drives value in biotech. On the other hand, even with positive data, drug development is fraught with risk. Phase 3 trials are expensive and have a high failure rate, and regulatory approval is never guaranteed. The company is still burning cash and relies heavily on this pipeline to succeed. The biggest opportunity here is the success of OD-001 and any other candidates in their pipeline. If these drugs pan out, the company's value could skyrocket. The risk, of course, is trial failure, unexpected side effects, or competition from other companies developing similar treatments. We saw that a company like Amgen faced significant setbacks in clinical trials in the past, but their diversified portfolio and long-term vision allowed them to recover and thrive. Odyssey, being smaller, has less room for error. My biggest concern is always the long, arduous, and expensive nature of drug development. While the Q1 results show a healthy cash position, The path from phase 2A to market is still long and uncertain. What I am actually looking for is clear progress in their late stage trials and a strategic approach to managing their cash burn. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take, stay decoded. If you found this deep dive valuable, give it a like and subscribe for more. Join our Discord in the description for community discussions.